because as you guys know, I'm engaged and we are planning to do something fun. So you're going to have to get your goggles ready because we are planning to do something super epic, but I could only share this with you up until the very end. I really want to dive deeper in this question about content creation and the process. Welcome back to another episode of Girl in the Verse, the video podcast. Today, I am recording this episode solo. No, I'm kidding. It's going to be so much fun. I know it may seem stressful, but I have been doing this for 10 plus years. And so today, I really want to dive into the number one question I keep getting asked. But before we do so, I want to remind everyone who is currently listening to this up on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, your favorite podcast app, that we are recording this episode on video. So you can come and check me out up on YouTube. You get to see what I'm wearing, Chanel. No, that's a joke. It's not Chanel. But you get to see me, my living room. You get to look at me. This is so much fun. I love doing video. I really do feel like this allows us to build that trust and connection that I really want to hone in on with my audience, my community. So come say hi to me. Of course, smash those likes, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to this podcast. Please comment down below. Let me know what your favorite part of this episode is. Let me know what your favorite color is. Let me know what you want to see more of, because this really allows me, the content creator, to do more of what you want. I want to be able to do what you are asking me to do. It's that simple. So please drop it in the comments down below. I want to hear it from you. Are you ready? Are you ready to take your ideas and turn them into a business? Because you can. You can if you have the right content creation strategy, of course. Now, the scariest thing you need to be doing is taking action. But my friends, I'm here today to guide you through this entire process. I'm recording this episode not only for you today, but I am really recording this episode for me. Yes, me. Because I had this idea while I was working out this morning, and I was like, you know what? I think it would be important to also talk about the messy stuff, and the messy stuff being what goes on in my head, right? But also with the intention of serving you, my audience right now, who keeps asking me up in the DMs, and I'm going to read you a couple of these questions I keep getting, because I want you to know these are serious questions, and you guys want me to dive deeper in this. So I will do so today. Here we go. I think you should talk about your creative process when creating content. What's your favorite part of the content creation process? Okay, friends, I want to dive into this because I have been doing content for 10 plus years. I worked in television. I know what it feels like to be, put in the spotlight with a big light. And then you're like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I saying? I know what that's like. I've been there. I've been there. And it is scary. You're gonna shit your pants. It is the scariest thing, but you can do it. The only thing you need to be doing is taking action. And that starts with today, not tomorrow, not next week, not on the best Monday of your life, not on the, the sky doesn't need to go pink. You need to take action today. And I really want to stress that, because in order to get better, friends, you have to start. Okay. And in order to start, you gotta put on your big girl pants and you gotta get it done. It's that easy. It's easy, yet it's stressful. And so I'm here to guide you through the creative process. Before we dive deeper, okay, I just want to remind you to stay until the very end, because as you guys know, I'm engaged and we are planning to do something fun. So you're going to have to get your goggles ready, because we are planning to do something super epic. But I really want to dive deeper in this question about content creation and the process. So make sure you stay till the very end. Okay, let's go. I was thinking to myself while I was getting all these questions about what it's like being a content creator and how do I do this and how do I figure all this stuff out? And oh my God, Melina, what is your process like? Because people have seen me consistently posting, right? And I do want to stress this out because consistency is the key to every strategy. Okay, you need to have a consistent plan and you must stick with it. I was thinking to myself, why not share the messy stuff? Why not share this with you and document this with you, what's going on in my head as you guys keep asking me these questions. And I thought, well, it's not only going to be great for you to sit down and take notes, but also for me to document this process with you. Because, friends, I will share with you one little secret here. As content creators, we also need those reminders that it's going to suck. We also need those reminders that it's scary to show yourself and to be vulnerable and honest and open online. It is scary. It's terrifying. But not only is this a reminder for you, it is a reminder for myself as the content creator. Because let me tell you guys, even your favorite content creators are not going to feel like it some days. Even your favorite content creators are going to be like, oh, I just don't look good today to do a video. We also get in our heads. And I say that because I want you to know that even the best sometimes don't feel like it. Even the best sometimes are like, what am I supposed to post today? Because it's normal. We are human beings. We are human beings, and we're allowed to not want to. We're allowed to want to lounge one day. We're allowed to take a rest. We are allowed. And that is my reminder to you. That is a reminder for me. That is a reminder for all of us today, okay? Over the last few months, I have been really expressing myself in the sense of honing in on my skills as a content creator. And I was dwelling with this because when you start out on social media and you are thinking about your content, everyone will tell you to niche it down, to stick to one topic, one subject. And I know I tell this to each and every one of my clients. The reality is that we have so many passions. And I am so passionate about NFTs and Web3 and the technology behind it. And it's why I got into this space. But I'm also a content creator. I've been doing this for so long. So why not share with you my processes? Why not share with you my thoughts on being a content creator? Why not share with you being a leader as a female content creator in the space? Why not share all that with you? But I was dwelling on this because I thought to myself, well, I should just be focusing in on one thing. But the reality is, friends, we've got a lot of passions. And, I can be a content creator and obsessed with NFTs. And I can be funny. And I can, do crypto news and want to do it. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different things and passions that surround us. And I want to make sure that you are aware that you're allowed to be both. You are allowed. You can be both. I can be a content creator and I can be in love with NFTs. I can be both. It's not if or, it's and. This idea of I can be both of them. And I'm a content creator and obsessed with NFTs and I do crypto news and I'm a motivator. Because that's one thing I realized these past few months is a lot of my followers were reaching out to me saying, hey, thank you for that reminder. Hey, this is speaking to me. Why? Because I am providing content that is motivational. It is motivating. Although there are times where I feel like, but I'm not Tony Robbins. I don't have 20 years of experience of like motivational skills. But you know what? I've had experiences. I've had a sucky day one. I know what it feels like to not know what the hell I'm doing. I know. So why can't I show up and show you that I've also been there? Right? This idea of and so I've been juggling with that a lot. When we say niching down, it's specifically honing in on that creativity and that process. So I want to dive deep into all of these things, but I was thinking to myself, if I'm in a pickle, which one am I choosing? Content creation or Web3 or crypto news? But the reality is I can have all of them. I can have all of these passions and still focus on my main mission here at Girl in the Verse. And I really want to stress that out. Starting a business choosing to be a content creator full-time, or choosing to pivot your business from Web 2 to Web 3, or whatever that is for you right now, choosing to leave your 9 to 5 to do this full-time, you're going to need to figure out your mission. And that is way stronger than figuring out your niche. And I want to read you my mission because I just recently went through this process of figuring out, like, what is the mission here at Girl in the Verse? And I want to read it to you. And I will say, this really is vulnerable. This is really showing you sides of me that I don't really tweet out. I don't show on Instagram stories. I'm not on TikTok talking to you about my vision and mission. But I think it's important for me to sit down with you, as we grab our pen and paper, and really express to you this process of mine. So our mission at Girl in the Verse is to inspire and empower women of all ages to achieve financial empowerment and generational wealth through education, personal growth, and confidence. We believe that every woman deserves the opportunity to succeed, and we are committed to building a supportive community that not only helps women achieve their goals, but also encourages them to pay it forward. I love that mission. That mission speaks volumes to me. And so having all these different passions allows me to show you them and to provide content that is funny, inspiring, educational, motivational. But while I stay true to my mission, which is representing women, which is representing women of all ages, and allowing every young girl today, I want her to see my content and see that if I can do it, she can too. If I've learned about my finances and how to get my money in check, that she can too. That I'm not here just to boast about NFTs and going to the moon with NFTs, but I'm here teaching you that your education and taking the time to learning the things that you want, you can achieve it all. That is my main mission. That is my core value. Every time I get on a stage and I think to myself, wow, I am here because of everything I've accomplished, but also I think about my mission. I think about why I'm on this stage. What do I want people to see? And that all is in that mission. So I want you to take that time and figure out your mission, because it is crucial to figuring out if every piece of content you are putting out there gets you closer to that mission. And what I encourage everyone to do is to be themselves. But not only to be themselves, I think, what differentiates me with everybody else doing content in Web3 is that I'm just different, is that I'm going to share with you the news my way, a different way. And so I want you to want to be different. I want you to want to be a weirdo. I want you to own it. I want you to own that you're weird and different, because I'm weird and I'm different. And what's weird for me is not going to be what's weird for you. Own it and acknowledge it and move on. Just know that you're different. Know that you're weird. Like, I've been a weirdo for so long. I think my friends at this point think it's normal that I'm into NFTs. That's how weird I've been. And that's the truth. I just want you to own the differences about you, because that's what makes you super cool. Your differences, the way you're going to share your message, the way you're going to show up. You are the difference. You are the missing piece that people want, or that they don't even know that they want yet. It's you. It's you showing up. It's you being you. So I'm encouraging you to own your weird. And, the reality is that it's not about posting what everybody else is posting. It's about doing what you want. It's about, hey, this is important to me today, and I want to talk about it. I want to write a Twitter thread about it. I want to post on Instagram about it. Do you, boo. Now let's dive into the creative process, because I know that is the number one question I've been getting. And so I want you to take a pen and paper and start taking notes. And I'm going to show you right here. I've got my very own notes. Okay. We're going to go here on whatever page. I'm at the point in my life where I just got paper all the time on me, and I've got pens that work, and I take notes. So I'm encouraging you to do the same thing. My creative process is probably going to be different than yours, but you already know that because we just acknowledged that we're all different and we're all weird in our own ways. But I'm going to teach you what I do. So, of course, you got to get clear on your vision, make sure that it aligns with what you are doing. And then I want you to start brainstorming. What are the key elements you want to be showcasing? What do you think is going to attract the right people towards your content? That's what I want you to focus on. And brainstorming really is the first step of this creative process, because this is where you come up with the ideas for your content. So I want you to just start writing things out. Like, what is it that you want to talk about? What are certain topics that are, top of mind for you right now? What are things, I like to say this all the time, what is something you can talk about for 20 minutes without looking at notes? Write those down. Figure it out. What does that look like for you? So I want you to start with brainstorming everything. And this can involve, writing things down, writing on a whiteboard, like however it is. I want you to map out what it is you are comfortable talking about. And you have conviction about what you are about to say. You really strongly believe in this. Write it down. The next thing I want you to do is start researching it. Because a lot of the times, I remember doing this when I first started. I was like, oh, well, women want female empowerment. What does that even mean? Are females Googling female empowerment? My girlfriends do not care about female empowerment. They just know they want to feel empowered. So how do you do that? How do you create content that makes women feel empowered? That's the secret sauce. You got to do your research. What I tend to do is I go to Answer the Public, or I go on Quora, and I look up what people are already researching. And is there any value that I can bring based off the content that is already online? Let's face it, friends. I'm only 31. There have been people that have been writing about their creative processes, what they do as content creators, how they map out their schedules for years. But the difference here is that you want to hear how I'm doing it. This is what I mean by you acknowledging that you're different and that you're weird, because I've seen a hell lots of YouTube videos about people's creative process, but mine is different because it's got to be different because I'm different. So typically, obviously, I follow a schedule, right? Like I am constantly looking up my schedule because let's face it, content creators, we do it all. We are the secretaries. We are the people responding to emails. We are designing our websites. We are on Canva. We are graphic designers. We are podcasters. We are doing the research for who's coming on the podcast. We do it all. We are also creating the videos. If we're lucky, we're editing our own videos. If we're even luckier, we're getting someone to edit those videos. But if not, this truly is a one-woman show with about 10 jobs. But it's this girl right here that's doing them all. So you need to have some sort of structure in your life. I've got a plan. I've got a planner. And what I tend to do now is I'm batching out this content. I pick days where I put on the full face makeup and I get ready to go on camera. And what I do before that is I start batching out the content. I start writing out. Part of this brainstorming is writing out, doing the research, writing out my scripts. And it's super, super important to do that. So the day that you're recording, you already know what you're going to say. You're not thinking about what am I supposed to say today, and then you're recording it and then you're editing it. It's too much. It's too much in one full setting. The best way to do this is to write it all out, pick a day where you're feeling hella fine, and then go record. And then record everything, batch record, change your top, and then go through the editing process. And then you get to plan out your content. And then you get to schedule. And then you get to schedule it at the same time, right? So there's a lot of steps. But my process specifically, especially when it comes to looking up the crypto news update or looking up, what is trending right now in terms of what I'm seeing on social media, is that I like to give my hot take. I like to go look at what people are talking about, and then I like to just go recreate something where I feel like this is a hot topic for my audience. So in doing that, again, it's a lot of research. I think people underestimate the amount of research you should be doing before you go out and create this piece of content. And I will say, I never think to myself, this is going to be the content that is going to blow TikTok over. Or this piece of content that I'm going to work 10 hours on is obviously going to get me to 10 million views. I don't think like that. I really think about who I'm trying to target, who is my audience, who do I want to be saying, I resonate with this. And that's what I'm striving for. When I get messages underneath my videos or in the DMs, like, hey, this totally resonated with me. I felt this. I've been going through this. It's almost as if you were in my head. That really, that's the gold. That's when you know that you are doing something right. When people reach out to you and say, oh my God, were you in my living room just now? No, I was not. But I've been there and I want to share this journey. And I think a lot of the times we tend to forget. And so what I will encourage you to do is, as you're starting out your journey in this whole content creation, realm, if you are a beginner and you're like, I still haven't filmed myself doing a video, I encourage you to start writing out or voice memo yourself. Write out all your fears and your thoughts, because this will help you when you get to that point where you feel like you do want to go back to memory lane and you do want to share these experiences, because that's what I've done. I've documented everything. In fact, I've also documented what my clients have told me, their biggest fears, and their biggest fears are always the same. Melina, I'm scared about what my mom's going to say when she sees that I'm now doing the side hustle on Instagram. Melina, what is my partner going to say now that I've left my 9-to-5 job to sell soap? Right? It's always the fear of our closest friends and family members around us. It's never, I'm scared about what my first client is going to say. It's never that. It's always about the people around us, because we've allowed the people around us to build up this idea of what they think of us, but it's maybe not us anymore. It's not true anymore. So I really encourage you to also take a step back and figuring out why it is you are scared to just do the damn thing and to post and to share your thoughts. I really encourage you to take that extra step and writing it out in a diary, sending yourself a voice memo like, hey, girl, this is why I don't want to do this. And just let yourself go. If anything, nobody else is going to know. You're doing this yourself, right? So I encourage you to take those steps. But my creative process is planning things out. And what I tend to do on Mondays is I plan out the week. I plan out what it is I'm going to be doing, the type of videos I want to be showcasing, right? And on Thursdays, I tend to do most of the filming. Thursdays and Wednesdays is like the big filming days where I know that I'll be filming in and out either the crypto news update, a couple of skits and whatnot, or recording a podcast. I know that I will be in front of a camera. And then I tend to edit everything else at night or another day, a weekend day, whatever it is. I find out and I figure out the time to edit these videos, and then I start planning everything out. Now, for the month of March, I decided, right, if I go back to my vision and mission, which is to empower women to know that they can too, to know that there is a place for them here, I decided to interview females on the podcast because that resonates with my mission. And so it was a lot easier for me to plan out just the podcast episodes because I selected females who are kicking ass in the space And by doing so, it allowed me to better plan out my entire month of March. But all these things come when you get clear on the mission, when you get clear on the type of audience you actually want. Because sometimes it's true for me too. I go on TikTok and I get people telling me I'm a scammer, and I'm just there like, okay, maybe this isn't for you. But my mission is very clear, and I am building out this content for the people I want on my team. The people I want to be listening to this, the people I want to be consuming my content, because I'm doing this for you, which is why I keep saying it's super important for you to comment down below right now. Take this moment and let me know what is on your chest. What is it? What is stopping you from posting that video? What is stopping you from becoming the weirdest person you will have ever met on YouTube? What is stopping you? I want you to write it down below. Do not feel afraid. I need to hear it from you. And the day you decide to start commenting and you start reaching out to me is the day that you know you're getting serious. This is serious stuff now because you're writing it out. So I'm encouraging you to take this moment right now and comment down below your biggest fear right now. What is stopping you from doing the damn thing? I've debated, showcasing my day-to-day life, but I think it's going to be super crucial as we enter, the next phase of where Girl in the Verse is going. I really want to be able to show you more behind the scenes content. I want to be able to bring you on like a day in the life of Girl in the Verse and how I, create the content, do the crypto news update, really to show you what it's like, what the process is like. So I really want to know if this is of interest for you. But I also, as I said early on, I'm getting married. I am engaged. I'm freaking out. I can't believe this is happening. And my partner and I are super bullish when it comes to crypto and the metaverse. And of course, Girl in the Verse started her journey diving into metaverses, right? With my big ass goggles, my Oculus. And so we are planning to do a metaverse wedding. And please, I do not know what it's going to look like. All I know is that it makes sense for us because we are so invested into Web3, into the digital world. And so we want to be able to register our wedding ceremony up on the blockchain. We really want to, potentially have our jewelry up in the metaverse, maybe create an NFT with it. We do not know. This is so new for us. And so all I know is that we want to do it. We don't know how. So if you know of anyone who has done this before, I know there's not a lot of weddings so far that have been registered up on the blockchain, but if you know of anyone, please send them my way. We really want to get this done. It's going to be super fun and weird and exciting because, of course, we are weird and different, and we're honing in on that, right? That's what we're choosing to do today. We are honing in on our differences and we are acknowledging them because we are weird and we are different. And so, yes, Girl in the Verse wants to take her wedding to the metaverse. However that's going to look like, I have no clue, but I am excited to start documenting this part of my journey, the next, maybe the biggest step of my life, which is saying yes to a forever with someone who has been supporting me day one up in this space. I'm so super excited about this. I'm excited to document this journey with you and maybe walk you through the whole entire process because it has been surreal, friends. It has been surreal to be able to celebrate this with the people we love and cherish so much right now. We have not confirmed anything yet, but we are so excited to the possibility of potentially bringing our online friends up into our wedding, seeing how this all plays out. I'm so excited. I just can't believe it. I really can't believe I'm engaged. I can't believe I'm getting married. I can't believe I'm even talking about a metaverse wedding. If you would have asked me 10 years ago, Melina, what's your idea of an ideal wedding? I would have never said, never in a million years would you have caught me saying a metaverse wedding? Never, never in a million years. The beautiful thing is allowing yourself to let the pieces fall, figuring it out along the way. The best advice I could ever give anyone right now who is thinking about starting a business, who has a business and is trying to figure out what type of content will resonate with their audience. Anyone right now who's like, I want to leave my 9 to 5 because I'm done. Anyone right now who's thinking, I want to make Web3 my full-time job. This is for you to start today, to have a day one, to know it's going to suck, to know you're not going to love it, to know it's going to be a lot of work. This is not easy. This is 10 years in the making, 10 years in the making for Girl in the Verse to have finally figured out her place and where and the timing and everything. And I just want you to know that things will happen for you as long as you choose to start messy, as long as you choose to just start to do the gutsiest thing of your life, which is potentially leaving that boyfriend, divorcing, whatever it is, leaving the 9 to 5, putting your face out there, only getting 3 likes and being scared. Whatever it is, you need to start. You need to put on your big girl pants and know that it's okay because you are choosing to do the gutsiest thing you will ever do. And I want to leave you with this because I'm so proud of me. I'm so proud of this girl. This girl has never listened to the rules. This girl never followed the rules. This girl always thought she was different and weird. And now, at 31, she is finally accepting it, acknowledging it, not giving 2 Fs about it. She is going on. She is moving and pushing forward because that is what you need to be doing. You cannot stay back. You cannot think, what if in 5 years? You got to do the thing that is scaring you right now so that in 5 years from now, you can say, oh, I made it. I'm here. I'm exactly where I am supposed to be. Boom, shakalaka. Okay. That's it from me. I really hope this has helped you get clear on how to start your journey as a content creator, how to start that creativity process. Start with the mission. Figure out your purpose. Do the scariest thing you need to do, but do it. And of course, I want you to tag me. If you're like, I'm scared to post this, I want you to post it and tag me and say, hey, at Girl in the Verse, I did it. I followed your instructions. I did it, and I'm tagging you. I want to see you suck. Let's chat up in the DMs. Okay, I'm going to remind you again to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, and to comment down below. And of course, when you're going to post the scariest thing of your life, I want you to tag me. I want you to say, hey, at Girl in the Verse, I did it. I'm having my day one. It is today because I want to be able to celebrate these wins with you because it's going to suck, but it's going to be the biggest win of your life. And I want to be there with you. I want to cheer you on. I would not be here if it wasn't for you. So allow me to enter your world. Allow me to cheer you on, friend. Okay? Of course, as always, you can find me on every social media platform, be it Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, I don't know, Facebook, you name it. I am everywhere. LinkedIn, I am everywhere. Of course, only click the links down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.